Hello everybody, welcome to Mega Discourse, and in this video we would be discussing John Donne, one of the greatest metaphysical poets and also the father of metaphysical poetry. So in this video we would be discussing about his 10 poems, and in these 10 poems we have 4 poems which are the most important, and then we would also discuss 6 other poems which can be said as least important, but questions have been asked from those 6 poems also, so that is why I have included those 6 poems also. This would be a short video as comparison to the other videos for this writer, because our goal is to complete the writer in a most efficient way. What is efficiency? Efficiency means whatever input you give in, उससे आपका output निकले. And my mode of instruction would be in English, right? So even if I speak some sentences in Hindi, so please do not mind that, because that is my primary language and we cannot separate ourselves from our roots. So let us just start our video. And I have also included the previous year question papers, right? So I hope that you are already familiar कि we are giving free classes for UGC NET June 2026, and this video will be beneficial. आप इसको चाहे 2 साल बाद देखो, चाहे आप इसको 3 साल बाद देखो, या कभी भी देखो, right? So this is one of the time savior video, I would say. So please make your own note. So first of all, we should know that John Donne जो है, when it comes to his biography, we should know that he was born in 1572, right? So please remember these facts, because John Donne is very important and it comes to the competitive examination, right? So he was born in 1572, you should know, and he was born in London, and he was born Catholic, and later he became Anglican priest. These are some of the points that you have to remember, right? And he was ordained in 1615, right? So he was Catholic, but because of anti-Catholic sentiments in the people, he had to change his religion. He had to change his religion, and he was also the dean of St. Paul's Cathedral from 1621, and until his death he was the dean, and he was made dean by King James I. Okay, and he is known for metaphysical conceits and intellectual imageries, right? These are one of the keywords that you have to remember, right? Metaphysical conceits and intellectual imagery. What are metaphysical conceits? Metaphysical means, what is metaphysical का मतलब होता है beyond, that is beyond, and plus physical means physical world, ठीक है? Things, the ideas, the thoughts, or we can say the themes जो beyond हो इस word के, the things that ordinary people cannot understand. They need some highly intellectual, we can say sentiments or thinking, bent of mind, attitude, ठीक है? So that is known as metaphysical, right? So whenever you look at the poetries of metaphysical movement, you will see that they always talk about something which is very extraordinary, which ordinary people cannot imagine. And secondly, they would talk about different subjects, right? In their poetry there will be objects from the mathematics like compass, there would be objects from the spirituality, they talk about the soul, they talk about the spirituality, they talk about the we can say earthly things also, bodily things also. So they have so many subjects to they can discuss, right? These are some of the characteristics of metaphysical poetry. However, we would not be talking about the metaphysical poets great length in this video, right? So let us see that he calls his essays sermons, right? We should know that John Donne has written different kinds of poetry, जिसमें से we have his secular poetries होगी, his love poetries होगी, उनकी religious poetries होगी, है ना? And he has also written some prose, and उनके जो essays हैं, जो prose हैं, he calls them sermons, ठीक है? Because they are a kind of sermon, it's like an act of praying, right? It is a kind of utterance that we do when we pray to the God, ठीक है? And what was the idea behind calling his essays sermons? तो idea था कि writers क्या करते हैं, they preach by hand, right? Writers do not writers do not pray like this, writers do not pray like this, writers always praise like this. So they pray, they preach by their hand, by writing, because writing is their I can say writing is their act of expression. उनके लिए क्या होता है, उनका work is their worship. उनके कर्म ही उनका पूजा होता है, इस तरह से हम कह सकते हैं. Let us come to some of the important critical opinions. I have also included the criticism part. So wait, मुझे इधर जाने दो, ठीक है. So here we have critical opinions. So opinions में हम देखते हैं कि सैमुअल जॉनसन जो थे, what he said, that there was a race of writers in the 17th century that may be termed as metaphysical poets. You have to tell me in which work Samuel Johnson has said these lines, right? He called that there was a group of writers in 17th century and they are writing whatever they want. They are, yoking heterogeneous ideas together. They are using metaphysical conceits. They are making comparison between two dissimilar things, the things that are not similar, the things that are supposed to be very different, but still they are making the comparisons intentionally, yoking, है ना? So he said this thing. And after T.S. Eliot, we should know, after T.S. Eliot, metaphysical poetries जो थी, metaphysical poets जो थे, they got famous, right? Before T.S. Eliot, nobody was talking about metaphysical poetries that much. But then we should know that it was this Ben Jonson who said that done for not keeping of accent deserved hanging. So this is what he said, that because this Ben Jonson is writing anything, he is not following the accent, following the decorum, so he should deserve hanging, right? But no. So here we are with one of his most important poems. So when it comes to his important poems, so ये 4 poems है that we have to remember. So this is just about the facts, right? So do not take that much tension, है ना? Anxiety में नहीं आना है इसको देख के. So let us just try to revise them, है ना? First we have the flea. We would discuss the most important quotations, ideas, conceits and जो भी literary कुछ अगर आपके meters and device है, very shortly, right? So please stay connected. तो वीडियो को बीच में नहीं छोड़ना है. So when it comes to the publication date, तो 1633 है and it was in this collection songs and sonnets, right? And 3 stanzas है इसमें और it is a kind of dramatic monologue or lyric, we can say. The dramatic monologue means that there is a speaker and the other listener is just listening to that speaker and is not responding him, right? Then we have this Good Morrow, maybe this is also published in 1633. Canonization भी यही है and Valediction Forbidding Mourning, that is also published in this one, right? तो ये चारों का तो you have to remember. Clear? And this songs and sonnets, this is again songs and sonnets, and songs and sonnets भी बाद में they also got published in this poems, right? So you can say कि ये सारे ही एक तरह से songs and sonnets के हैं, right? So this way you can remember this also. Then we have this Good Morrow, किसमें है? Good Morrow is also in the 3 stanzas. Canonization is in the 5 stanzas, right? Please remember this fact. And Valediction is in the 9 quatrains. What is a quatrain? Is a paragraph having 4 lines, है ना? And this Good Morrow एक तरह से love morning love poem है, एक ode है और we can say एक obeidism morning love poem, ठीक है? The Good Morrow, the good morning we can say. And Canonization is a metaphysical lyric और ये Valediction poem है, ठीक है? So let us just talk about these poems, right? And this video would be very interesting. So first we have this flea, right? So flea is this fly, right? So here we have structure, that is a dramatic monologue and rhyme scheme hai iski. You can remember these facts, right? At the later point of the time. Right now you have to understand the concept, understand the argument, understand the idea, right? So here we have this meter, which is iambic tetrameter. क्या होता है? That is the unstressed syllable would be followed by a stressed syllable, ठीक है? Unstressed da dum, इस तरह का वो बनता है, ठीक है? दा डम. एंड यहाँ पे एक आयम्बिक टेट्रामीटर है, सो देयर वुड बी 4 feet, right? So remember this thing. Let us talk about the main idea here. In the flea, what happens is that there is a speaker who is our John Donne and there is his beloved, right? So he tells his beloved that that here are the opening lines. Mark but this flea and mark in this that please look at that flea, look at that fly and please note that point. What? That how little that which thou deniest me is, that the thing that I am asking to you and you are denying that thing, but that thing is very much small when it compares to the other things. Thing is that he wants his beloved to say yes to him, right? To spend some time with him and to accept his proposal, right? Or to accept his proposal for love making, right? So he wants his beloved to do this, right? But here beloved is saying no. And why she is saying no? It can be out of fear, it can be the thing that the society does not accept the union of two lovers before marriage, है ना? So whatever the reason is, so this is the main argument. And to support this argument, what he says, he takes an example of this flea, right? Here he says that this flea is you and I. This flea is you and I, because now this fly has bit you and this fly has bitten me also. And now the blood of your body is transferred to this fly's body, and the blood of my body has also transferred to the body of this fly. So what does this mean? कि ये जो body है इस fly की, this fly would be having 3 bloods, that is your blood, that is my blood, and then there is the blood of this fly, right? So this body, this fly is a kind of, it is a kind of marriage bed and marriage temple, right? So consider this as a kind of marriage, because now we are in the union, because our blood got mixed in this body, in the body of this fly. तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि जो हमारी शादी है वो हो चुकी है एक तरह से, that this marriage temple भी एक तरह से है. And यहाँ पे after the marriage what happens is that there is a union of the two bodies also. तो ये एक तरह से एक marriage bed भी है हमारा, right? So you should not deny me, you should not say no to me. So that is a very clever, I would say, argument on the part of our John Donne, because he was also into the law and litigation. तो एक lawyer की तरह से he is argumenting और इस तरह से examples दे रहे हैं. So that is a very cunning thing. So there is this theme of carpe diem, that seize the day, that do not think about the future, do not think about the society, right? So live in the present. So that kind of theme. And there is this central conceit. यहाँ पे क्या है? यही है, एक extended metaphor है ये एक, that flea represents the relation between the male speaker and his female lover, right? An important keyword यहाँ पे क्या है? Two bloods mingled together. And here we should know that this beloved will kill the flea. At the end क्या होगा? This beloved will kill the fly and she will purple her nails with the blood of that fly, है ना? When we kill some insect, जो उसका blood होता है वो color का क्या है? उसका purple है. So then our speaker says that cruel and sudden has though since purple thy nail in blood of innocence. That what you have done, you are very cruel. You are, what you did, you just suddenly killed that fly. She is so innocent. What she did, she just sucked the blood out of you and out of me, and it is so holy. It is a kind of marriage temple in his body. Okay? And what you did, you killed her. She is so innocent. Why did you kill her, right? So this he says at the end of the poem. क्या होगा? अब हमारे जो पोएट हैं, he will say that what happened? You killed that fly, right? You killed that fly for nothing, and you did not lose your virginity, you did not lose your purity. So if we come in the union like your blood got mixed with the blood of the fly, है ना, and you killed her but nothing happened. So similarly, if you also get mixed with me, if you also make a union with me and nothing will happen, you will not lose your virginity, right? So that is a clear argument that he wanted to make, right? So he is just pursuing his beloved that please do not think that much, just live in the present, right? So you will not lose any honor, any purity if you come into a union, ठीक है? So you will lose as little honor जितना तुमने अभी खोया है इस मक्खी को मारकर, है? So this is the idea. And next poem we have is canonization का idea भी बहुत ही एक unique idea है यहाँ पे. This is addressed to one of the friends of our speaker, जहाँ पे he says that, what he says, let us come to the opening line first. He says that For God's sake, hold your tongue and let me love. Well, I love this line very much. He says that, please, for God's sake, leave me alone and let me love to my beloved. Like, so for God's sake, भगवान के लिए मुझे अकेला छोड़ दो and let me love, right? And central argument यहाँ पे क्या है, that his love is so pure and intense that it will canonize, or we can say make saints of the lovers. What it means, canonization का क्या मतलब है? Canonization is a process जहाँ पे we make some ordinary person into a saint, ठीक है, एंड वी वुड वर्शिप दैट पर्सन, एक सेंट उसको बना देते हैं, एंड द अपकमिंग जनरेशन विल ऑल्सो वर्शिप दैट पर्सन, राइट? सो उसको हम बोलते हैं कैननाइज हो जाना, सेंट बन जाना, फकीर बन जाना, संत बन जाना, है ना? तो दैट इज द मेन सेज दैट आवर लव इज सो प्योर, द लव बिटवीन मी एंड माई बिलवड दैट इज सो प्योर दैट लोगों को हमको कैननाइज कर देना चाहिए, एंड दे शुड वर्शिप अस आफ्टर लुकिंग एट द काइंड ऑफ लव दैट वी हैव विद ईच अदर, दैट इज सो स्पिरिचुअल, फिजिकल प्लस स्पिरिचुअल दोनों हैं, तो दे शुड कैननाइज अस, राइट? सो यहाँ पे मेजर कंसीट क्या रहता है, दैट इज दैट लवर को एक सेंट्स के साथ कंपेयर किया गया है, जो काफी कंसीट का मतलब ये होता है दैट टू डिसिमिलर थिंग्स, राइट? सो हाउ कैन यू कंपेयर सम ऑर्डिनरी लवर्स विद दीज सेंट्स? सो लेट अस लुक एट सम ऑफ हिज आर्ग्यूमेंट्स. व्हाट ही सेज, who is injured by my love and what merchant ships have my sighs torn. He says that please leave me alone, like what I have done. Who is injured by my love? If I'm making love to my beloved, who is injured? I am, you know, I am minding my own business. I am not harming anyone, right? And what merchant ships have my size drawn? If I'm taking some size in my emotions, heavy breathing है जो मेरी, ठीक है, if I'm taking some size, तो क्या हो जाएगा उससे? कोई मतलब मर्चेंट की शिप डूब जाएंगे क्या? हाँ, उनके बिजनेस को नुकसान होगा क्या? Who says my tears have overflowed his crown? और क्या हुआ कि मैं जो रो रहा हूँ for my beloved, if I'm crying for my beloved in the pain, so what will happen? Will my tears will overflow कर देंगे क्या? Right? क्या कोई बाढ़ आ जाएगी? Will there be any flood? When did my cold forward स्प्रिंग रिमूव? और क्या मेरी जुकाम होने से, मेरे को बीमार होने से जो स्प्रिंग होगी, द सीजन्स जो होते हैं, सीजन्स चेंज हो जाएंगे क्या? Will this happen? So I am minding my own business. I am not doing anything at all to anyone in the world, right? So please, you should also not disturb me. So this is the main thing that he is saying. And he also says that ये line को आप यहाँ से हटा दीजिए. So these line comes after this line. He says that you can make fun of my 5 gray hair. मतलब you can make fun of my only 5 hair that I have on my स्कैल्प, मतलब मैं ओल्ड हूँ, सो यू कैन मेक फन ऑफ माई एज, ऑफ माई ओल्ड एज, और माई गॉड मेरी वॉक को देख के, एंड माई पॉलिसी, मेरी बीमारी है जो, ठीक है, उसको यू कैन मेक फन ऑफ एवरीथिंग, बट प्लीज डू नॉट मेक फन ऑफ मी एंड माई लव, राइट? एंड आवर लव इन बिटवीन. सो देन ही सेज किंग्स एंड वेल्थ रेफरेंस. ये कोटेशन क्या है कि ऑब्जर्व हिज ऑनर और हिज ग्रेस, दैट प्लीज गो do whatever you want, go get a course, तुम्हें जो करना है तुम करो. if you want to get into some new job, then please do continue. observe his honor. if you want to respect the king, तो वो करो तुम जाके. अगर तुम्हें लगता है कि तुम किंग्स के खुशामंदी कर सकते हो, तो तुम करो ना जाके, ठीक है? और हिज ग्रेस और द किंग्स रियल और हिज स्टैम्प्ड फेस, किंग का खुद का फेस हो, या फिर एक ऐसी चीज जिसपे देयर इज अ स्टैम्प ऑफ द किंग. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? कॉइन. बिकॉज वेन वी मिंट अ कॉइन, तो उसमें भी क्या होता है? देर इज अ एनग्रेविंग ऑफ द किंग्स फेस, है ना? सो यू कैन रेस्पेक्ट द किंग्स स्टैम्प्ड फेसेस, मतलब कॉइन्स, or we can say money, or the king also. So do whatever you want, but please leave me alone, right? He also compares himself and the beloved with the fly and the taper's imagery. We would die with each other and we do not care. फिनिक्स की इमेजरी आते हैं, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. फिनिक्स इज अ बर्ड जो दैट गेट्स बोर्न बाय राइजिंग फ्रॉम इट्स ओन एशेस, ठीक है? सो लाइक अ फिनिक्स आवर लव इज सो प्योर, एंड इवन इफ वी डाई इन दिस वर्ल्ड, वी वुड राइज अगेन, ठीक है? यूनिटी बर्थ इमोर्टैलिटी की बात है यहाँ पे. एंड देन देर इज अ थीम ऑफ सेक्रेड वर्सेस सेक्युलर थीम, इमोर्टैलिटी की लाइन, दैट वी विल बिल्ड इन सोनेट्स प्रिटी रूम्स. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट लाइन, प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस लाइन. फॉर बिग थिंग्स पीपल नीड बिग मोन्यूमेंट्स, दे नीड टोम्स. बड़ी बड़ी चीज़ें जो होती हैं, ठीक है, वी नीड मोन्यूमेंट्स, वी नीड टोम्स. कहते हैं ना, इफ सम फेमस पर्सन डाइज तो उसकी याद में ट्रिब्यूट में बड़े बड़े फ्यूनरल्स होते हैं, देयर वुड बी सम बिग टोम्स हैं, हमारे बड़ी बड़ी क्या क्या चीज़ें बनती हैं, राइट। बट वी विल बिल्ड इन सोनेट्स प्रिटी रूम्स, दैट मीन्स कि हमारी जो ये सोनेट है और वी कैन से दिस, ये जो पोएम है, दिस पोएम इज इटसेल्फ इज अ काइंड ऑफ रूम, और यहाँ पे हम जिंदा हैं, राइट। सो इन दिस प्रिटी रूम वी आर देयर विद ईच अदर. So these are one of the few ideas that you have to remember of this poem. There is a paradox in this poem जहाँ पे क्लिंथ ब्रूक्स जो हैं, who is a wait a minute, who is a new critic, क्लिंथ ब्रूक्स कहती हैं that paradox as a central to poetry book. Now Clint Brooks has written this book, The Well-Wrought Urn, जहाँ पे वो कहते हैं कि paradox is the inevitable instrument of poetry. He takes the example of this poetry, this canonization and the poetries of I guess William Wordsworth and Alexander Pope. उनकी पोइट्री का, इन तीनों का वो एग्जाम्पल लेके बताते हैं कि किस तरह से इन दीज पोएम्स वी हैव पैराडॉक्स, है ना। पैराडॉक्स एक प्रोफेन चीज जो है, कैनोनाइज होना, दैट हैज बीन मिक्स्ड विद द लवर्स, तो दोनों बहुत अपोजिट सी चीजों को उसको मिलाया है। तो पैराडॉक्स ही पैराडॉक्स इस पोएम में, दैट दे हैव यू नो मिंगल्ड द आइडिया ऑफ फिनिक्स, बर्थ रीबर्थ की है, मर भी रहे हैं वहीं से जिंदा हो जा रहे हैं, ठीक है। सो पैराडॉक्स है इसके अंदर। पोएम कंपेयर टू अ वेल रोट अर्न, एंड द पोएम को एक वेल रोट अर्न से कंपेयर किया गया है, स्मॉल बट मोन्यूमेंटल। एक अर्न जो होता है, एक घड़ा जो होता है, द अर्न विच कीट्स वॉज टॉकिंग अबाउट, सो ये खुद में एक वेल रोट, रोट मतलब एक एनग्रेविंग जो इसके ऊपर बहुत सुंदर है, तो एक अर्न की तरह, दैट इज वेरी ब्यूटिफुल, एंड दैट रॉट ऑन जो है ये पोएम है हमारी, ठीक है। सो दीज वर सम ऑफ द मेन आइडियाज दैट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर. नाउ लेट अस मूव टू आवर अनदर पोएम. So we have this the good morrow, the good morning. This is a love poem or we can say obede. क्या है ये morning love poem है और एक obede होती है, एक morning love poem को obede बोलते हैं, right? So it is having 21 line. Opening line है यहाँ पे, I wonder by my truth what though and I did till we loved. So this means that what you and I were doing till we loved. मतलब अब तक we did not meet each other. So now we have met. Now we have crossed the path. Now we are with each other. So till now हम कहाँ थे? Where we were till now? Where we were? So that is the main thing that he is asking. So क्या कर रहे थे हम? Whether we were indulged in some country pleasures, क्या हम खेल रहे थे, whether we were busy with the country with their activity, जो उनके so called routine होते हैं, jobs होती हैं, क्या हम उन daily life जो activities होते हैं, were we busy there, और या हम or we were sleeping like 7 sleepers then. This is a myth, ये एक myth है. I will make you understand this also. 7 sleepers then की एक myth है, that 7 young boys थे, those 7 young जो boys थे, जो men थे, they did not follow the order of some king, and because of that king Decius थे वो, so because of that the king Decius gave them order और उनको persecute कर दिया. He persecuted those 7 people, then punishment, right? So to escape that punishment, these 7 sleepers जो थे, wait, I will show you the picture. So here you can see these were the 7 people, and to escape that persecution they hid themselves into this cave, right? And बाद में क्या होगा, that king will seal this cave, right? और ये सील हो जाता है, एंड आफ्टर 200 years की सोने के बाद इस केव के अंदर 7 sleepers den इसको बोलते हैं, उसके बाद they will wake up and they will see that the whole world has been changed. So similarly what he is saying, तो हम कर क्या रहे थे अब तक? Were we sleeping like those 7 sleepers हैं, and now we have met, तो अब हमारी एकदम से दुनिया बदल गई है. Now the things have been changed. Now everything is so beautiful. Now things have changed, right? So important एक लाइन है जहाँ पे he says and makes one little room and everywhere, ठीक है, that for them, उनके लिए क्या है, their one room जो है उनका खुद का, वो ही सब कुछ है. For them they do not care about the world, what is happening in the Middle East, what is happening in the any corner of the world, they just care about each other, they just care about that one room जहाँ पे he and his beloved is present, right? And this is very important line, right? Let sea discoverers to new words have gone. Let them go. Who discoverers होते हैं बड़े बड़े कि we have discovered that sea, we have discovered India, we have discovered Africa. तो उन लोगों को let them do whatever they want. Let maps to another words on words have shown. Let नए नए maps के ऊपर क्या है, क्योंकि because in the 16th 17th century we were seeing कि एक तरह से colonialism फैल रहा था, है ना, ऑन द पार्ट ऑफ ब्रिटिशर्स, कॉलोनीज बना रहे थे. तो उस रेफरेंस में भी वो कह रहे हैं कि लेट देम डू वट एवर दे वॉन्ट, लेट देम एक्सपेंड देयर मैप कि हमने आज ये डिस्कवर किया, वी हैव डिस्कवर्ड दिस टुडे, लेट देम डू. लेट अस पोजेस वन वर्ड, but we would be having one word. We do not care about the words, we do not care about the external word, we just care about the one word. और उस word में only you and I is there. ठीक है, each had one and is one. So there is one word of yours, one word of me, and that is whole one word in itself, right? And he says there is the hemisphere conceit, very important. Where can we find two better hemispheres without sharp north, without declining west? He says that our faces, like this is the face of the beloved and this is the face of the speaker. So our faces are like two hemispheres. Wait a second. जैसे this is a word और ये क्या होता है, half को divide करते हैं circle को. So ये होता है hemisphere first, ये hemisphere second. So our face are like these two hemispheres, right? और वो बहुत ज़्यादा क्या है, better है. These are the better ones without sharp north. एंड यहाँ पे कोई शार्प नोट, बिकॉज वी नो दैट जो द वर्ड है, वर्ड इज हैविंग सम इम्परफेक्शंस. इवन दिस सर्कल, इवन आवर अर्थ इज नॉट परफेक्टली सर्कल, है ना. सो दैट इज वाई ही सेइंग दैट वी डू नॉट हैव सम शार्प नॉर्थ, वी डू नॉट हैव सम डिक्लाइनिंग वेस्ट, की वेस्ट की तरफ से डिक्लाइन हो जाता है ना. सो वी डू नॉट हैव दैट काइंड ऑफ इम्परफेक्शंस. Then there is this closing line जहाँ पे वो कहता है कि if our two loves be one, or though and I love so alike that none do slacken, none can die. That if your love and my love gets mixed and we are so alike to each other, then this is our strength, this is our power, that it will not slacken or it will not shaken, and we would never die, we would become immortal. So that is how he wish his beloved the good morning. So it is a kind of good morning to their love, good morning to their new life, good morning to each other, है ना. So that is the thing. And so yes, we have already talked about this central conceit जहाँ पे वो two hemisphere से एक तरह से compare करते हैं. And there is a heart shaped map का भी he gives a reference, codiform map जिसको हम बोलते हैं, इस तरह का, ठीक है. एंड दिस हैज बीन सेड कि इस तरह के एक मैप को देख के जॉन डन हैज मेड अ प्रेडिक्शन की वर्ड ऐसा होता है. दिस इज द शेप ऑफ दिस अर्थ एंड देयर इज शार्प नॉर्थ एंड डिक्लाइनिंग वेस्ट, ठीक है. नाउ वी हैव हिज फोर्थ पोएम, दैट इज अ वैलिडिक्शन फॉरबिडिंग मॉर्निंग. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पोएम. से यहाँ पे ओकेजन क्या है, ओकेजन पता होना चाहिए. दिस इज रिटन इन 1611 व्हेन डन वाज लिविंग ऑन अ डिप्लोमेटिक मिशन to France. So he was going to France, and there is this wife, that is Annie Moore, and he remained in the England, right? So valediction means farewell, ठीक है, farewell, or we can say saying bye to somebody. तो एक मॉर्निंग है, एक तरह से एक शोक है, ठीक है, एक सैड तरह से मॉर्निंग है जहाँ पे वो उसको फॉरबिड कर रहा है, फॉरबिडिंग मॉर्निंग, ठीक है. iambic pentameter में है. एंड द ओपनिंग लाइन्स आर समथिंग लाइक एज वर्चुअस मैन पास माइडली अवे एंड विस्पर टू देयर सोल्स टू गो. सो दिस इज द ओपनिंग ऑफ दिस पोएम, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो हियर ही इज सेइंग बाय टू हिज बिलवेड टू एनी मोर, दैट प्लीज लेट मी गो टू माई वर्क, लेट मी गो टू दिस फ्रांस, आई हैव सम डिप्लोमेटिक मिशंस, एंड प्लीज डू नॉट क्राई लाइक दिस. Because if you will cry like this, then our love will become it will become a kind of show off, and people will laugh on us. So please do not cry, because as virtuous men pass away, the people who are virtuous, who are good, who does not fake their emotions, so they also pass away, they also dies, right? And whispers to their souls to go. So उसी तरह से we should just drift apart, and we should not cry, and no public display of grief, है ना. So let us melt and make no noise, no tear floods. right? So after means that our tears should not cause some flood and no side tempest move, ठीक है, कोई tempest भी नहीं आना चाहिए हमारी आंखों से और we can say हमारे दुख से. Then he says that there is this cosmic imagery जहाँ पे वो कहता है कि moving of the earth brings harms and fears. That means that if earth moves, if there is some earthquake, तो उससे क्या होगा? It can cause some harm and some fear. There would be some loss of the property of the people. बट ट्रेपिडेशन ऑफ द स्फीयर्स जो होते हैं, ट्रेपिडेशन ऑफ द स्फीयर मतलब मूवमेंट ऑफ द सेलेस्टियल बॉडीज लाइक जुपिटर, वी हैव अर्थ, वी हैव मार्स, सन, मून, स्टार्स. बट जब वो मूव करते हैं, बिकॉज दे आर ऑलवेज मूविंग, वी नो दैट फैक्ट, है ना, बट दैट डज नॉट कोज एनी हार्म, है ना, दैट इज एन आयरनी. तो देर इज एन आयरनी. सो मूविंग ऑफ दोज स्पेयर्स जो हैं, दो ग्रेटर फार, वो बहुत ज्यादा फार हैं, वो बहुत इफिशिएंट एंड massive है वो, but that is still innocent, right? They do not do some public display, वो कोई display नहीं करते. They do not cause harm to the people, to the property, to the home, है ना. So similar to that, we should not do a public display because हमारा प्यार भी कैसा है, that is also great, right? Expansion like gold. Now another very important line, though I must go and you're not yet a breach, but this is I am going far away from you, but this is not a kind of break. This is not a break between us. ये कोई breakup नहीं हुआ है हमारा. This is not any kind of divorce. This is not any kind of disruption between our love. No, it is an expansion. That it is an extended love. It is an expansion. That our love is increasing day by day. Like a gold to airy thinness beat. Because gold क्या होता है? Gold is malleable quality. We have read in NCERTs, right? Malleable क्या होता है? That if you beat a gold, it will become a thin sheet and it will spread. Surface area उसका बढ़ जाता है ना. So similar to that, हमारा जो प्यार होगा, the more it got beaten, the more we face the struggle, the more we face the different situations, so it will increase, है ना. And then there is this compass conceit, very very important. Here he says that if they be two, they are two, so let them be the two. अगर हम चलो मान भी लेते, let us accept this fact that yes, we are two people, we are not the one people, we are not one, we are two different individuals. Let us just accept this fact for some temporary time. They are two, so as stiff twin compasses or two. जिस तरह से we have a compass, that is a mathematical एक object tool होता है ना, इस तरीके से एक compass होती है. So similar to that compass, इस compass में we have two, we can say, legs, है ना. So we are like these two legs of this compass, है ना. So this is one and this is the another, right? So इस तरीके से we are the we are two legs of this compass. As stiff twin compasses are two, thy soul the fixed foot. So this foot that is fixed, ये fixed है, ये एक जगह रहता है, because this fixed foot is used कि ये यहीं पे रहेगा and the next one वो क्या करेगा, वो चक्कर लगाता है, that revolves around this fixed foot, तब जाके एक सर्कल बनता है ना. That is how a circle is made. You have used it. So you are the fixed foot and makes no show to move but doth if other do. But still if that second leg is moving, तो ये भी थोड़ा सा क्या करेगा, it will also move in the direction of this, है ना. वो थोड़ा सा क्या करता है, वो tilt हो जाता है at some angle. तो similarly both are at great distance with each other, but still you will tilt in my direction, and when this circle gets completed, I will be there and I will come back to you again at my home. ठीक है. So that is the main idea here. And then he says what, and makes me and where I begin, because I started from this place and I before going there I was with you and वो circle पूरा करके I came back again to you. ठीक है. So that is how the circle is completed. So यहाँ पे we should know the central conceit of compass. Okay, so physical distance है, but एक तरह से spiritual unity है. And modern parallel, please remember this fact. This can be asked in the NET exam. And this is the PYQ of NET examination. PYQ of NET. ठीक है. Adrienne Rich, same titles. She has written a poem that is a valediction forbidding mourning, but we do not have this colon there. ठीक है. ये ध्यान रखना है. There is a slight difference. And this poem is from a female perspective. वो एक female perspective से है, that how can you call a female कि वो fixed foot है, why she is fixed, why you are the one who is going out of the home and doing the job, why she is fixed, right? Why she cannot express her emotions, why she cannot cry, we have freedom to speak, we have freedom to cry, we have freedom to express. So this is the from the female perspective उन्होंने एक poem लिखी थी, right? So please remember this, right? So now we are done with 4 most important poems. So now we are doing the 6th poem by revising this table. So let us just do them, right? And then we will end this video. So first we have Holi Sonnet 18, right? So this was published in 1633 in Holi Sonnets में. Now these are the part of 19 divine meditations, right? So ये कुछ important है ये, that is why I am telling you. So in this sonnet he is basically searching for the Christ and the true church. Okay, ये थोड़ी सी spiritual है ये, ठीक? Holy sonnet, right? So please remember this fact, and most important facts को I will highlight. Okay, then we have devotions upon emergent occasions. Now let me highlight. Very important, ये बात जरूर याद रखनी है, ठीक है? This is a GRF material. In this meditation 17, this is a book that he has written because he was sick, and one day he was just sleeping. London was sick, and he was just taking some rest on his bed, and then he listens to the church bells की उसको आवाज आती है. When he listens to those church bells, because in those times if somebody dies, then those bells will be ringed. So after listening to those bells, here John Donne says that we should not ask that for whom the bell tolls, that who has died. We should not ask कि घंटी किसके लिए बजी है, मतलब किसके लिए, कौन मरा है जो घंटी बजने लग रही है. We should never ask this question because it tolls for thee, right? It tolls for thee, क्योंकि according to him no man is an island. That if this is an island, तो यहाँ पे if there is only single person that is living, so we cannot say that a person is self-sufficient and he does not need anybody, he does not need an island, he does not need resources or some society. No, we cannot say. We are all a part and parcel of this island, of this mankind, of this earth, right? And we all are connected. जैसे वॉल्ट विटमैन कहते हैं ना, that we are the multitudes, है ना? We contain multitudes. So हम जुड़े हुए हैं. So even if one person dies, then it means another also has to die. That person will also die some another day. So that is why he says that do not ask for whom the bell tolls, it tolls for thee, है ना? वो तुम्हारे लिए भी एक वार्निंग है एक तरीके से. So that is when in the meditation 17 में वो एक बात कहता है. And now let me tell you कि this for whom the bell tolls, this is a name of a novel written by. You have to tell me in the comment section. I will not tell you. Seriously, I will not tell you this fact. You have to tell me in the comment section that for whom the bell tolls ये किसकी novel का नाम है, ठीक है? Because that novelist वो एक American novelist है, and he has taken the name, taken this idea from this John Donne's Devotions upon Emergent Occasions, Meditation 17, and this is also a GATE PYQ. I have finished the GATE series, right? So मैंने उसमें सारे PYQs करवाए हैं. So please look at that also. Then we have the anniversaries. This is again a PYQ of net. In the question क्या पूछा था नेट में, that anniversaries को मैच करना था with the poet, right? So these anniversaries क्या ये long 2 poems है इसके अंदर, these two, and Anatomy of the Word और Progress of the Soul ये है, and ये एलिजाबेथन ड्ररी के लिए लिखी गई थी, ठीक है? ये कौन है? I guess she is the daughter of Robert Drury. ये कुछ इनके आई थिंक पेट्रोन थे, है ना? हॉली सोनेट 10 है, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. डेथ बी नॉट प्राउड भी इसको बोलते हैं, राइट? दिस इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्ट. तो ये पब्लिश हुई थी 1633 में, एंड where he says that death is a slave of fate, chance, kings and desperate man. Very important fact, ठीक है? That death you are a slave of the fate, you are the slave of chance. तुम चांस गलती से ही आ जाती हो, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि तुम बहुत महान हो. एंड it is all about the fate that you come. किसी की it is all about the destiny, and it is all about the kings, because kings also give the punishment to the people. Capital punishment जो होती है, death sentence जो होते हैं, and the desperate man, those who commit suicide. So it is because of these kinds of things that you come, and you should not be proud of yourself, right? So ये है. एंड इससे रिलेटेड एक इम्पॉर्टेंट प्ले है विट. दैट प्ले एक प्ले है, 1 act प्ले. wit. Go and catch a falling star, ये एक song है, this is a song or we can call it a poem, right? So go and catch a falling star. So this is also published in Songs and Sonnets. It is satirical. We have misogynistic tone in this poem. Here he says that go and catch a falling star. That impossible thing that you can never do, but never love a woman. So this is what he says, that do whatever you want, kuch bhi kar lo, do any impossible thing of the world. You can go and catch a falling star. Even you can do this thing also, but you can never trust a woman. So this is what? This is a misogynistic poem. Then we have this Twinkum Garden. This is again a PYQ of NET, right? So in this he published in 1633 poems में written for Lucy Russell and 3 lines stanzas हैं, iambic pentameter, and love को as a spider से compare किया गया है, that the love is like a spider, it is poisonous, it will keep you. Now there is a very different thing यहाँ पे. This poetry is very different from the other poetries of John Donne, and that is why you just asked this question, right? क्योंकि यहाँ पे he does not glorify love, he is telling that love is like a poison, it is like a spider जो एक it will engulf you in its trap, right? So here he says that tears of a lover is like the water of this fountain, and if there are a group of people who also love their beloveds, so if they will come to our poet, then they can drink this water, right? And this tear को wine से compare करते हैं वो, this is like a wine for those lovers because they want to forget their emotions. So ये जो wine की तरह उसके tears, and if they will observe the tear of this fountain, if they will look at the tears, and if they compare these tears and the tears of his beloved, of the speaker's beloved, so they will find that जो वो tears हैं, women के tears हैं, beloved के हैं, वो क्या हैं? वो fake हैं, right? And the tears that are true, वो ये वाले हैं, ठीक? So now we have finished these 6 poems also, and I would recommend you to go and read a few. As all these 10 poems took us many hours, it took Megha ma'am and me so many hours to read the text of so many poems and to compile most important points from different 10 poems, right? And to make notes. So please appreciate these efforts, and I want that you do support us because we are giving you quality lectures, right? It is not about the quantity, it's always about the quality. And this lecture is specifically for those students who does not know how to approach major writers, how to approach canonical writers, है ना? So I hope that now you got some clarity कि किस तरीके से we can cover the most important works and we can cover the least important works, right? So this is the way, and I want you to please join our membership because we would be uploading few more very exclusive lectures for those students also, and that will give you some edge in this competitive environment, right? So please subscribe our channel and give hype to our videos, and I hope you are already familiar with the lectures like Dr. Foster's, and because we are giving you the British literature first, and we have already made videos on literary criticism, theory, and many units for UGC NET, and we have also analyzed the GATE PYQs, GATE English PYQs, and in the last 10 to 15 days what we did, we completed 650 plus previous year question papers from all the set examinations. Like most of the set has been covered, so you can also take the help of those 650 plus questions. It would be like a question bank for you. And recently we saw कि अभी जो कल MP set का examination हुआ था, MP set का एग्जामिनेशन हुआ था, तो बहुत सारे ऐसे क्वेश्चंस थे that we have predicted और जो एग्जामिनेशन में आए भी थे. Please streamline your preparation. Do not give many diversions to your study, right? Stick to a few educators and make your own routine. We'll also share a plan with you very soon. ठीक है? So thank you.